Hey everybody, how you doing? I want to talk about a few stocks today. It's time for another stock talk for sure. And today I'm going to talk about Biopharmax is the first one. So let's just start with that one. Biopharmax actually had a very good move a couple of days ago. Actually went up to about 15 cents, then came back down to 9, and then back up to 10. And the question was, oh, do you sell at that time? Now for me, I wasn't going to sell. 15 cents is about what I bought them at, so it was just nice to see it bump right back up. There was no particular news. I thought maybe it was due to DERM, DERM moving up, which is Dermira, and they moved up in price significantly because they had a positive phase 2 exam, I believe, and their stock went pretty high pretty fast. And I think maybe because this one is minocycline, which is also a gel for acne and rosacea, that I think that's why it bumped up. And I didn't see any other news. They did do a talk, but other than that, there was nothing new. But they are moving forward. When they're phase 2 with rosacea and they're phase 3 with acne, they are ready to go. They just have to get going. So I don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully soon. And so we'll talk about BPMX, I'm sure, in the future as well. For now, with any bump up on that one, I don't want to sell my stock. I think that's one that I've kept on buying and buying little by little. I initially bought a whole bunch, and then I've been kind of getting my prices further down as much as possible. So right now, I think the last time I saw it was about 10 or 11 cents. So that's still a good buying range for me. If it definitely drops under 10, I buy more, but not significant numbers. I'm hoping that one hits big because that one will move to other shares in the future and move that money to other shares I want to buy. And I think it will actually. It's just patience. You have to have patience with this company, and patience because the medication is effective. It's been working. I think phase 3 is not going to show any bad side effects, and it's probably going to be very effective as well as it has been in phase 1 and phase 2. And there's no need to actually get scared on this one. I think it's just a matter of time for it to hit, and then hopefully we will profit from that. And I think this company will do fine, and I think this medication will do very good as far as doctors prescribing it. It looks like it's one that I would definitely prescribe. The main thing you want is make sure the insurance is cover it, and that we can get it out to the patients. If we can do that, then it's no problem. So let's move on to the next one. There was another company, Catalyst Pharmaceuticals, that went up, and I made around 37% on that one, and I decided I didn't have a big portion of stock in that one. So Catalyst Pharmaceuticals is CPRX, and it went up significantly because the medication that got approved for Lambert-Eaton myasthenic syndrome actually is being very effective, and it's being used. And that's the biggest thing. Once things come out, you want to make sure that these medications are being used, and they seem to be using this medication instead of the other medication that is out. So that means that this company may do very well with this drug. I think I bought these shares about at $2.30 or 80 cents, something around there, and then we sold it like at $4. So we made a good profit on that. I was happy with that. I just decided to let them go, and if it does dip under 4 right now, I think it's over 4.20, so I actually lost a little money. If I would have left it in there, I would have made more. But if it dips a little bit, maybe this is one that you might want to look into, because it looks like the medication might be doing good and it's being sold and being used, and so it might be a very good company as far as investing into. So the next thing I saw was something on a semiconductor company, and I think if you've seen some of my other videos, I've talked about Cypress Semiconductor, CY, and I like it because they do give dividend. I think it's 11 cents per share every quarter, and I like it because it's a company that's going to keep growing, and it's moving into all these automated cars and all these other things, and a lot of their chips are getting into cars and a lot of different companies, so it has a big market. But I liked what I saw. I saw it compared to NVIDIA, And compared to NVIDIA, in this article, I think it may have been Motley Fools or something like that that wrote it, it showed that Cypress was a little bit better diversified, lower valuation. It had also had a higher yield, and they stated that it would be a better investment. I mean, definitely it's not as expensive as NVIDIA, so it makes it nice, and the dividend is definitely bigger, and I like that about Cypress. I like that this company is moving in the right direction, and as cars keep on advancing, they're positioning themselves very good into that industry as well as others. But I like this company to keep on growing. I think the price is still pretty low, and I think it's probably a good price to get in. If it drops maybe a little bit more, I think it's in the $15 range, $15.30, $15.80. If it drops under 15, I mean, I'm gonna buy more. Now, the only reason I have not bought more is because I'm trying to get more of NRZ, which is the new residential company, because that one pays quite a bit of dividend. And I know some of you have videos on that one as well, and it seems like it's a very good company. I think that that's one that I want to keep on getting more shares of, so that I can get that money and invest in other things as well. But that's one that I think that the company's growing. From everything that I've read, they're well diversified, so in times of a high interest rate or a low interest rate, they're still going to do very good. They're going to meet, more than likely they will meet the 50 cents per share that they give out every quarter. They've done it all the time. The time when it's a good time to buy is when they put out more stock, because the price drops and people buy, and then the price comes right back up. So once a year they'll go on ahead and do that, possibly maybe every couple of years. But it is a REIT, and they have to make some money to keep on investing, and that's one way they do it. But they're a growing company, and they're doing it the right way, and I think that we're going to do very good in this company, and you'll be very happy with the dividend. I'm very happy with the dividend, and I just want to be a little happier with more shares. Anyway, let's go on to one other company, which, well, before I get to OBMP, let's talk about Ritter. Ritter is the company, RTTR, and that company has a lactose intolerance medication that's going to come out. It looks very promising. They finally finished enrolling into their phase 3 program, so they're expecting to have results by the beginning of the fourth quarter of 2019. So that's one that I think I bought too early, because it did go down in price. Well, the price dropped because actually what happened was they had a reverse split, and with the reverse split, of course, I got less shares. I went from like 2,200 or something like that, and then the price was outrageous now. So I'm like, I can't buy at the price that I would have bought it. Was, you know, maybe like $4, and right now it's trading at $1 or something. So I can buy more, but I just really don't want to buy more. But for anybody that hasn't bought that stock, this might be a very good time to buy that one, and just wait till the end of the year. That way, hopefully, you can sell them when it ends up being capital gains after 1 year, and you should make some good money, hopefully, if they approve this medication. So I assume fourth quarter would be information. Hopefully, they present to the FDA, then another 9 months. So it's really it's a 2-year gap. So you can look at it this year and see if it's the right time to buy or not. And as more information comes out on the study or positive results as they start showing, then maybe that's the time to buy. But you don't want to wait too long for the price to go up too high. Now, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do follow some of these stocks closely. I've studied these a few years ago, so I kind of know what's going on with these companies, and I just kind of follow them to make sure that it's still kind of going in the right direction. It always seems to take longer than what you want them to. You would want them to go from phase 1 to phase 2, phase 3, and just finish and do everything quick, and they don't do it that way. It's really a slow process. And talking about a slow process, let's go to OBMP. OBMP, Onc Bioimmune, is a company that has, this is truly a penny stock. It's worth a penny or less than a penny, but this is a company that has medication that is a vaccine type of medicine for prostate cancer. And they've had studies in phase 1 and some individual studies that have shown it to be very effective. They went straight to phase 2, but the time from phase 1 to phase 2 was like forever. And now they just put out the article stating that they will go on ahead, and it's already open. So phase 2 at Harvard is already open. Now they were going to do a phase 2 here in Texas also, I think in Scott and White, or Temple, or something. It might be in that area. And so hopefully that's going to open up also. And that way we can have those 2 studies going on. It shouldn't be, once they get full enrollment, it shouldn't take that long to get some good positive results on this study. And so I think that with how effective it seems to have been, if you look at those first studies that they did in phase 1, and I mean, it was amazing. I really liked this medication, and once I looked at it again, I said, no, this is a good one to buy. So inexpensive that for me, it was worth taking a chance on. I said, I'm going to take a chance on this one because I think that we can, you know, possibly do very, very well. I know sometimes I get on the message boards, and they discuss it back and forth there, and try to figure out what's going on. There's always some positive and some negative. But for the most part, I think if you look at the study, and you hope that the money's there to produce this, and hopefully they'll get partnered up if phase 2 is very impressive. I think that maybe they will get partnered up with another company, and hopefully from there they can just grow and take off. So those are the companies that I wanted to talk about today. They're good stocks. I still like PTN. It's at $1, which is Palatine Technology. Their medication is coming up as well, and I had talked about that in a different video. I also like, what other ones do I like right now? I mean, I have quite a bit. I just don't totally like everything. I know I have several stocks that are for dividend, and I'm thinking of selling some of the Disney and maybe some of the other ones so I can buy more NRZ. I think in the short term, I'm just going to make more money with NRZ in the short term. Even if it drops later, I would have taken that money that they've given me as far as dividend and invested into something that I want to as well. But I think that's what I'm going to be doing with some of those dividend stocks. There's a few that are still very good. CTT, some people, I had mentioned it to some people and they were down on it, but I'm making around 20% on that one as well, plus the dividend on top of that. And so it looks like a very good company. CTT, look into that one. It's a lumber company, and it bought more land, and it's kind of growing, and they are well diversified as well as far as the different types of timber that they have. So I really like the way that's going. Good dividend as well, and you might look into that one. And there's several other ones that are there that I have as far as dividend, and I will probably talk about those later. But for now, I think I just want to talk about these. I think that some of these people can do very good on. BPMX, very, very good. CPRX, look for a dip to buy it. Cypress Semiconductor, look into that stock and see what you think. Let me know, or give me some information as far as what you know about the company, and see what you think. But dividends there. NRZ, very good as far as dividend. And OBMP, you keep your fingers crossed on that one and see if we all do very well with that. All right, thanks guys for listening, and I will try to get another video out on stocks hopefully next week, and maybe talk about some different type of stocks that maybe I don't own, if I get a chance to look at those. Follow my nephew's journey to $1 million. He's doing very well, and we will hopefully soon be talking to a financial advisor that we will be talking to and putting the video out as well, to try to help not only us but help everybody else that watches these videos. And we want to thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and hopefully that we can keep on producing some good videos for you guys to watch. And if you guys have any ideas or any information on different stocks that you all want us to talk about, or maybe we'll invest into those as well, but let us know. Take care.